So about 2 months ago, someone commented, you should do a video on your top 10 Scooby-Doo movies. And I thought, that's amazing. I'll do that. That's the next thing I'll record. I already had the Mr. Machine Scares Best and Mr. Machine Makeover videos done and uploaded, so that's why you guys are seeing this a month later than that video. So yeah. Anyway, and also, that was a good idea because I haven't done a top 10 in a while. I've only been doing tier list rankings because tier list rankings do better for the YouTube algorithm apparently. So yeah, let's start this off. Number 10, Scooby-Doo Adventures of the Mystery Map. This movie is cool because it has puppets. No other movie has puppets. This is also the only movie connected to the original pup named Scooby-Doo show, quotation mark, because it only came out 20 to 25 years after the actual show ended. So yeah. This movie also seems to be cut into 2 different episodes because one's with a crow and then another one's with a pirate. Number 9, Happy Halloween Scooby-Doo. This one came out in 2020. This one is one of the newer movies. I mean, it's still 5 years old, which is crazy. This is one of the newer ones that I like that isn't heavily a guest star focused episode. And I like the monster in this episode because they're big pumpkins and movable pumpkins. They're really just drones, but they're mutated pumpkins. I like that they drive for most of the episode because it's different from other movies. So it's kind of like a Mad Max. Well, I mean, the Curse of the Speed Demon, they drive, but they have a reason to drive. Alright, on to number 8. The Sword and the Scoo. It's another one that recently came out that isn't heavily guest star. But I like it more because the time travel scheme aspect of it. Because they never really time travel in Scooby-Doo. They either just go to a Renaissance fair, and that's kind of like a time travel episode. And I mean, in Be Cool Scooby-Doo, they technically time travel, but it's just a story with the Mystery Gang in it. And then I also love that they believe it so much that they have to go along with it. But then, yeah, at the end, they're like, oh, we knew we weren't in a thing this whole time. But yeah, no, this one's good. I like this one. The ghost girl, I can deal with that. Number 7, Curse of the Speed Demon, came out in 2016. This is the second WWE movie of 2. I like this one more because there's more action and race. I love racing more than wrestling. I mean, they have some wrestling bits in there, also have racing in it, so I do kind of like the racing aspect of it too more. Someone fought a bear and they killed the bear. And this one, a person drove off of a cliff and became a speed demon. Now, we're on to number 6. The Scooby-Doo that came out in 2002. This one is Matthew's first time as Shaggy. I love the way Spooky Island looks. It looks like a real amusement park that people could just go to on an island. It's probably not where the Scrappy Hate started, but it's where the Scrappy Hate started for me. I also didn't even know he was a character because I don't think I watched any of the Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo show. In this movie also is one scene that me and my fam argue every single time we think of it. So here's that clip to prove you guys wrong.
Times do I have to tell you, there are no such thing as ghouls, ghosts, goblins, or monsters. Now listen up. There is absolutely no such thing. Monster!
Alright, now we're on to the top 5. This is my sister's favorite movie. It's Cyber Chase. I still like it though. The video game montage, I love that montage where they're just going throughout games. I also love the last act of the movie where they are with their other dimension selves, and that's amazing. And then when they split up with their other, like that the Daphnes get the Creeper and then the Velmas get old Iron Face. And this is the first time they weren't that classic yet, but now that I'm older, they are classic monsters, like Jaguaro and Old Iron Face and Creeper. And then the Virus was also a pretty good monster, not gonna lie. Alright, number 4. These are my real favorites. Scooby-Doo and the Gourmet Ghost. This one came out in 2018. They put Scooby and Shaggy with a cooking guest star. So how good can it get? And then this cooking guest star, Bobby Flay, has a hotel with a kitchen in the back. The people couldn't hear what he was saying, and so they thought he was saying red ghost, not red coats, red coats. Ugh. The red ghost is spooky. His little hush that he has is also terrifying. Number 3, Music of the Vampire. This came out in 2012. That's 13 years old at this point. I love musicals and I love Scooby-Doo. Put those two things together, what do you get? A great time. And you can take all my money for a whole show like this. This would be amazing. I would love it. Dude, it would be my favorite show. It's really good. I like the songs in it. I wanted to ask Matthew Lillard, what was harder, singing or talking to something that isn't there? Number 2, Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. This one came out in 1998. A real classic, you know. The reason I love this movie so much is because it has real monsters, real cat creatures, a great mystery, and an amazing chase song.
You hear the screeching of an owl, you hear the wind begin to howl. You know there's zombies on the prowl, and it's terror time again.
So good. I love that chase song so much. And when they figure out that it's real zombies, dude, that movie is so good. So good, in fact, that I had to go to my friend's house and watch it with him on Boomerang before it disappeared forever. And then after that, we watched Mystery Incorporated, which isn't getting an episode 2. And also, when did I miss a chapter? When did Dade and Jess divorce? Will anyone answer that question? I don't know. Will they know? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to stuff like that. But I do when I see Dade Elza post something about thanks for this Valentine, and he's posing with another lady, and I'm like, what the f? Didn't they get married? Alright, number 1. Guys, Scooby-Doo, Monsters Unleashed. Came out in 2004. This is the second James Gunn Scooby-Doo movie. So it just proves to James Gunn, since Scooby-Doo is Warner Brothers and DC is Warner Brothers, you will get $1 million if you do a Scooby-Doo and Justice League live action movie. You don't have to use Matthew Lillard, you can use Matthew Lillard as like a culprit or whatever. This one came out in 2004, so that means the classic monsters could be a little bit more classic. So they bring in the skeletons, they bring in Minor 49er, they bring in the zombie, they bring in Tar Monster. I love the liquid monsters. It's like, this is the perfect movie if you love Scooby-Doo. I feel for Shaggy and Scooby when they're down on their luck. Speaking of Shaggy and Scooby, they have a whole arc in this movie, from feeling down to feeling great for themselves. So yeah, that is my top 10. What do you guys think of it? And what is your... don't give me your top 10. Give me your top 5 movies. I have really only 5 favorite movies, but the 10 are movies that I do enjoy, but not as much as others, because there have been some recent ones that I hate, like Courage, Trick or Treat, and Return to Zombie Island. Anyway, hopefully you guys liked my list, or at least enjoyed it. Like I said, give me your top 10, or at least just your top 5 down in the comments below. And check out the last time I did a top 10, which was like years ago at this point. I think it was the Flash top 10, ranking the seasons. And then click here for my most recent video. And peace out.